Hello friends, welcome back to Guidance IAS YouTube channel. So today we'll be discussing the part of the current affairs section which was asked in the prelims 2022. Okay, so here we'll be discussing the set A. Okay, so first of all, congratulations to all of you for giving such a brave attempt. So here we have seen that we have gone through various kind of situations and various type of pressures also. So this pressures, if it gives some kind of experience and it also gives various kind of results also. So we'll be moving forward with the current affairs discussion here today. Moving forward, we'll be seeing the first question. Here it is question number 4. So here we'll be seeing the with reference to G20 common framework. G20 common framework. Consider the following statements. So first statement here will be seeing. So it is an initiative endorsed by the G20 together with the Paris Club. Second statement is it is an initiative to support low income countries with the unsustainable debt. So here we'll be seeing that the G20 common framework. Okay, this is the group of the G20 countries. So here it has given a common framework. So here we can see both the statements, they are correct. Both the statements here, they are correct. So their explanation we can see here. So it is an initiative endorsed by the G20 together with the Paris Club. Okay, it has come together with the Paris Club. They have come together for uplifting of the developing nations. Then statement 2 is correct. It is an initiative to support low income countries with unsustainable debt. So here it has been seen that the various countries which are present in Africa, in the South Asia, also will be seeing that in the parts of the East Asia or the Middle East, okay, Middle East part of Asia. So here various countries are in currently having a large debt. Also some Latin American countries, they are also under some large debt. So this group, it will be sustaining them. It will be giving them some help and making their economy sustainable. Moving forward to our next question. So it is question number 19. Question number 19 here is with reference to the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. So consider the following statements. First is private and public hospitals must adopt it. Okay. First is private and public hospitals must adopt it. Second is it aims to achieve universal health coverage. Every citizen of India should be a part of it ultimately. Okay. So it is giving a kind of concept of universal health coverage. Okay, universal health coverage here. So here we'll be saying that it is the main aim or the major objective of the this Ayushman Bharat digital mission. Third thing is it is a seamless portability across the country. Okay, it is as a seamless portability across the country. So what is seamless portability? Okay, there will be a single portal. Through this portal there will be various kind of information will be accessed. So here we'll be saying that the answer is, okay, it is asking which of the statements given above is or are correct. So here the answer will be B. Okay, answer is B. Why here? So first statement will be saying that the private and public hospitals must adopt it. So it has written must here. Okay, it has written must here. So for the public hospitals it is must, but for the private hospitals it is not mandatory. It is not must. It is must means mandatory. Okay, here we have to see the various kind of the words, that is can, then shall, then might. Okay, so these words they can also play a major role. So it has written here must. If it would have written here can, then it would have been a right statement also. Okay, it would have been a right statement, but as it has made mandatory by this must word, so this statement becomes automatically wrong. All the private, not all the private hospitals, they are entitled or they are mandated to adopt this Ayushman Bharat digital mission. Second statement will be saying that as per the concept of the universal health coverage, this statement it becomes correct. Now third statement will be saying that it has seamless portability across the country. So seamless portability we have already seen. There is a data center which is maintained in a single portal. Okay, single portal which can be transferred from one part of the country to another part of the country. For example, if there is some hospital in Kerala, so they would be seamlessly sending the information or the data can be seamlessly accessed from another state. For example, the Tamil Nadu state, it can access the data. So it is not likely. Okay, it is not a seamless travel. So here the answer it becomes answer B, that is 3 only. Moving forward. So here same thing is specified here. Okay, here it is being done by National Digital Health Ecosystem. Okay, it is a fully integrated system under the NDHE. Okay, moving forward, next part of the question. So consider the following statements. So statements here will be saying the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, the Missile Technology Control Regime, the Shanghai Corporation Organization. Okay. So here India is member of which of the above? It is asking that India is member of which of the above. So here we can see that the answer is D. India is member of all of them. India is member of all of them. So will be seeing its explanation like this. So here India is the member of all the organization. So first statement is now second statement is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It comprises of 8 members. Okay, 8 members here will be seeing that the states of China, India, then Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, then Russia, Pakistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. So these are the member countries. Okay. So next is Missile Technology Control Regime. Okay, it was on 27 June. So India became a full member. Okay, India became a full member of the Missile Technology Control Regime after a deal. Okay, a deal it was struck with the Italy. After a deal was struck with the Italy, India became a full-time member of this MTCR. Okay, MTCR group. So this marks the first entry into any multilateral export control regime for the India. So this is the first entry of India into a multilateral entry. Now, third is the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Okay, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So here on the October 24, that is 2014. So 21 countries, they signed a memorandum of understanding regarding the AIIB in Beijing. Okay, AIIB in Beijing, that is the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So in Beijing, that is part of China. So here the countries will be saying that Bangladesh, Brunei, Cambodia, India, Kazakhstan, then Kuwait, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Mongolia, then Nepal, Oman, Pakistan, then Philippines, Qatar, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Uzbekistan, and Vietnam. So these are the countries who had signed this memorandum of understanding and they got membership of this Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Okay. So moving towards our next question, that is the consider question number 67 from set A. Question number 67 from set A. So here we'll be seeing that the Vietnam has been one of the fastest growing economies in the world in the recent years. Okay. So here the statement is Vietnam is one of the fastest growing economies, okay, one of the fastest growing economies of the world in the recent years. Second is Vietnam is led by a multi-party political system. Okay. Second statement will be having a quite, we can say that the kind of countries which are present in the Vietnam. Okay. So from this statement, we'll be discussing this part again. So Vietnam's economic growth is linked to its integration with the global supply chains and focus on exports also. Now, fourth statement is for a long time, Vietnam's low labor cost and stable exchange rates have attracted global manufacturers. Next is Vietnam has the most productive e-services sector in the Indo-Pacific region. So here we'll be seeing that the first question, the first term, it is one of the fastest growing economies. It is quite correct. Okay, it is quite correct here. This is one of the small nations. Okay, it is one of the small nations and it is having more than 5 to 7 percent of GDP growth year on year. Next, we'll be seeing that Vietnam is led by a multilateral party system. If we'll go into the history of Vietnam, that how the history of Vietnam it was, so we'll be seeing that Vietnam it was also called as previously Indochina. Okay, I'll explain this here. It was also called as Indochina. Okay, it was called as Indochina. So here we'll be seeing that this Indochina part or the Vietnam part, it is present in the southern part of China. Okay, it is present in the southern part of China. So here, after the independence of Vietnam from the French colonies, okay, from the French colonies, after Vietnam got its independence, here we'll be seeing that the kind of regime is it developed in the northern Vietnam and southern Vietnam. So one part it was like a socialist group, okay, or the communist group, and the other part it was the democratic group. But here we'll be seeing that the group which came forward, it was the communist group. It was the communist group here. So because of this communist group, it won this war. Okay, there was a war which was going between these two groups, between the democratic group and the communist group. The communist group, it won the war. So because of the presence of this communist government in the Vietnam, there is a single party system. there is a kind of single party system in this Vietnam country. Okay, so we can now surely eliminate with this information. If you have just this much information, this question or the statement 2, it can be eliminated here. Okay, so eliminating this parts will be saying that we have statement 3 and 5 and 1, 3 and 4. So here we have the statement 1 is correct. Okay, so statement 3 will be saying that Vietnam's economic growth is linked to its integration with global supply chain and focus on exports. So we are saying that right now Vietnam, it is having a very kind of manufacturing hub there. So they are manufacturing textiles, they are manufacturing various kind of clothes. Okay, next we'll be seeing that various kind of the products, for example the agricultural products, the spices, they are being majorly produced in the Vietnam region. So they are exporting this to the other countries, developing and as well as the developed nations also. So this statement here, it is correct, this statement is correct here. Now fourth statement is, for a long time Vietnam's low labor cost and stable exchange rates have exchanged the global manufacturers here. So we can see here the majority of the stakes which are being put into the Vietnam, they are from the China country. Then there is India also having various kind of investments there, and other countries also. So it is also it is receiving various FIIs. Okay, the foreign investments it is getting. Next is Vietnam has the most productive. Okay, it is saying most productive. Okay, here the word there is most productive e-service sector in the Indo-Pacific region. Okay, so in the Indo-Pacific region, we'll be seeing that there is other nations also. For example, there is South Korea, there is China, there is also Japan. So it is very unlikely that this country, it is the one of the country which is having the most productive e-services. So here the answer, it automatically becomes 1, 3 and 4. So this is a kind of a very not difficult question, but it is a easy question here. It can be tackled with a very basic knowledge system. Moving forward, this is the explanation given here. So you can just go through those parts. Moving forward, consider the following statements. So first statement is the India Sanitation Coalition. The India Sanitation Coalition is a platform to promote sustainable sanitation and is funded by the Government of India and the World Health Organization. Okay, so here we can see that here Government of India and World Health Organization, they are coming together. Then the National Institute of Urban Affairs is an apex body of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Okay, in the Government of India and provides innovative solutions to address the challenges of the urban India. Okay, so this is providing second statement here. So we'll be seeing that the first statement here, that is the India Sanitation Coalition is a platform to promote sustainable sanitation and it is funded by the Government of India. So here the explanation is, it is incorrect. Okay, this statement is incorrect here. So the IAS is a multi-stakeholder platform that brings together the private sector, the government, the financial institutions, civil society groups, media, donors, bilateral or multilateral, then experts, etc., to work in the sanitation space to drive sustainable sanitation through a partnership model. Okay, so here we can see that it is a partnership model, and here it is not being done by the Government of India and the World Health Organization. Statement 2 also, it is incorrect here. The statement 2 is incorrect. Why? Because the National Institute of Urban Affairs, okay, in India's leading national link tank to tank on, it is a national think tank on the urban planning and development as a hub for the generation and dissemination of cutting edge research in the urban sector. NIUA seeks to provide innovative solutions to address the challenges of a fast urbanization in India. Okay, so here we can see that the NIUA, it is basically the uh, it is basically the organization which is looking after the planning or challenges in the urban India, and it is not the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So here we can say that these two statements, both the statements, they have become incorrect. So here correct answer is D, that is neither 1 or 2. Moving forward to our next question, that is question number, okay, I have just seen this. So next is, consider the following statements here. So the statement is, the BDBD is a large refuge settlement in the northwest Kenya. Okay, it is in the northwest Kenya. Next we'll be saying that some people who fled from the South Sudan civil war lives in BDBD. Okay, it lives in BDBD. Next is, some people who fled from civil war in Somalia live in Dadaba refuge complex in Kenya. Okay, so here we will be seeing that here three statements are given. So the first statement here we will be seeing that the BDBD is large refuge settlement in the northwestern Kenya. So this statement is here incorrect. This statement is here incorrect. We'll be seeing that ki Bidi Bidi refugee settlement is a refuge camp in the northwestern Uganda. Okay, it is present in the northwestern side of Uganda. So here the first statement it becomes incorrect. Now second statement is some people who fled from South Sudan civil war live in the Bidi Bidi. Okay, so here we can see that the South Sudan it is having border with the Uganda. So these people are living there. So some people who fled from civil war in Somalia live in Dadaab uh, refuge complex in Kenya. So this statement also will be saying that it is a correct statement. So as it is said that, so here the answer automatically becomes C, that is 2 and 3. Here some basic geography is required and basic current news reading is required for solving this kind of questions. Moving forward, next we'll be seeing the question number 83. Question number 83 here is consider the following countries. Okay, countries here that is Armenia, Azerbaijan, Croatia, Romania, and Uzbekistan. So it is asking here which of the above members of the which of the above are the members of the organizations of the Turkic state. Okay, organizations of the Turkic state. So basically, Turkic state is what it is. So Turkic state is the region where the this Turkish language Turkish language it is spoken. Okay, where the Turkish language is spoken, this is considered as the Turkish state. So here we can see that the Armenia, okay, Armenia, here it is not in the vicinity of this region. Okay, so here we can see the Turkey, then there is Azerbaijan, then there is Kazakhstan, then Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. So these are the regions. These are the regions where the Turkic language is spoken. So these are the regions where the Turkic language is spoken. Therefore, they becomes of the organizations of the Turkic state. Rest will be saying that they are not the organization, but this Hungary and this Turkmenistan, these are the observer nations or the observer members of this Turkic organization of Turkic state. So we can eliminate this part here. Okay, that is Croatia, it can be eliminated here, then Armenia it can be eliminated here. Okay, so Romania also it is eliminated. So her answer here becomes that is C, 2 and 5. So this 2 and 5 it becomes the answer for our organizations of the Turkic state where the Turkish language is spoken. Moving forward to our next part of the question, consider the following statements here. So Gujarat has the largest solar park in India. Okay, first statement. Second statement, Kerala has a fully solar powered international airport. Okay, so this is second statement. Third statement is Goa has the largest floating solar photovoltaic project in India. So if we'll go by the first statement, here the UPSC is asked which of the above is correctly matched. Okay, which of the above statements are correct here. So we'll be saying the statement one it is incorrect. Okay, statement one it is incorrect. The largest solar park in India it is present in the state of Rajasthan. It is present in the state of Rajasthan. Next we'll be saying that Kerala has a fully solar powered international airport. Okay, so this statement will be saying that it is a correct statement. This statement is a correct as the Cochin airport. Cochin Airport, it is producing powers. It's all the powers. It is met by the solar power generation from the solar power plant. Next statement is Goa has the largest floating solar photovoltaic project in India. So we'll be saying that this is the not correct statement because Goa does not has the largest floating solar photovoltaic cell, but it is the Andhra Pradesh. It is the Andhra Pradesh state where there is a largest floating solar photovoltaic project in India. So if we'll eliminate this part, okay, this is the wrong part here, it is written. So B is the correct statement here, okay. B will be saying that B is the correct statement here. That is statement 2 is only correct and statement 1 and 3 they are the incorrect statement. So we'll be seeing the explanation here. So here the Bhadla Bhadla Solar Power Park is the world's largest solar park located in India, which is spread over a total area of 14,000 acres in Bhadla, that is Falodi Tehsil. Okay, Falodi Tehsil in the Jodhpur district of Rajasthan. Okay, so rest explanation is provided here, so it will be likely that same thing is written there. Okay. Moving forward, so next statement will be saying which one of the following statements best reflects the issues with the Senkaku Islands? With the Senkaku Islands, So sometimes also mentioned in the news. Okay, so Senkaku Island, if we'll see that, so this island location. So if this is the China part, okay, this is the China part, and this is the part of Japan. Okay, this is the part of Japan we'll be seeing here. So this is the Taiwan region. Okay, this is the Taiwan region. So here we'll be seeing that the Senkaku Islands are present somewhere here. So this region basically it is the East China Sea. It is the East China Sea. Okay, this region is the East China Sea where it is present, and also we'll be seeing that the China and Japan, okay, these two countries, they are claiming these islands. Okay, they are claiming this Senkaku Islands, and Japan previously in last 1 or 2 years, it by its parliament they have passed the vote, and they have changed the name of this island. They have changed the name of this island. So here we'll be seeing that the correct answer is China and Japan engage in maritime disputes over these islands in East China Sea. Okay, in the East China Sea. So this is the correct statement here. B is the correct statement here. We'll be seeing the exactly location in the map here. So this is the Taiwan. Okay, this is the East China Sea. This is Japan. Okay, so this Senkaku Island, which is present almost somewhere here. So it has been claimed by China and Japan, both the countries. Okay, so we'll be seeing the name of the country, which name of the island, which was changed by the Japan. So it is the DOU. Okay, it is the DOU Islands. It is changed the name. Okay, moving forward, we'll be seeing the next question. So the question is, consider the following pairs. Okay, consider the following pairs. So here country's name is given, and here important reason for being in the news recently is specified here. So first is the Chad. Okay, Chad city, Chad country. It is basically present in the Africa region. Okay, it is present in Africa. So setting up a permanent military base by the China. Okay, setting up a permanent military base by China. So here we'll be seeing that there is a military base there. There is a military base of China present in the Chad region, but this military base, it is not a permanent. There is some activities. There's some kind of the support is being provided by the Chinese government to the Chad government. But here the permanent military base, it is not present here. So this statement, it becomes automatically incorrect. So second we'll be seeing the Guyana. There is suspension of constitution and government by the military. Okay, so suspension of constitution and government by the military. So here we'll be seeing that this statement here, it is a correct statement here. Okay, it is a correct statement here. Next we'll be seeing that the to Lebanon, okay, the Lebanon country here. So severe and prolonged economic depression is seen here. Lebanon basically it is present in the part of the Western Asia. Okay, it is present in the part of the Western Asia. So Lebanon will be saying that here because of the various kind of hyperinflation, because of various kind of hyperinflation, the inflation it is the amount of the number of the currency. Okay, the amount of the currency it has been declining. Okay, the value of the currency in the foreign market of this Lebanon, it is declining, and here we'll be seeing that it has declined by almost 90%. It has declined by almost 90% here, and the kind of inflation which this country is facing, it is almost 206%. Okay, 206%, and this is the last previous month's data. This is the previous month data, that here various kind of the inflation is taking place here, and the value of the currency it has quite declined in the Lebanon country. So this statement here, it becomes the correct statement. Next we'll be seeing the Tunisia. So Tunisia here, the suspension of parliament by the president. So here we'll be seeing that this statement is also correct here. Here what happened, the president was here. Okay, so Tunisia's president, that is Kais Saied, okay, Kais Saied. So on Monday extended his months-long suspension, okay, his months-long suspension of the parliament until new elections in the December 2022, while calling for a July referendum, okay, July referendum on the constitutional reforms, okay. So this has been done by the president of this Tunisia, okay, president of the Tunisia. Okay, in the map here, the first statement we can also see. So this is the Chad. Okay, this is the Chad. So we can see the permanent military base here, the permanent military base of the two countries. So first is the United States of America. So it is having its permanent military base, and next we'll be seeing that there is a presence of this France. Okay, France country is present here. Its permanent military base is present in the Chad country. Okay, moving forward, we'll be seeing next question. Okay, So next question is, consider the following statements. So regions which were often mentioned in the news and the countries likewise. Okay. So first statement will be saying that Anatolia and it is present in Turkey. So basically this is the correct statement. This is the correct statement here. Next is Amhara. Okay, Amhara, it is present in the Ethiopia. So this statement is also correct statement. Okay, Amhara region, it is present in the Ethiopian part. So next is the Cabo Delgado. Okay, Cabo Delgado. So here it is specified that it is present in Spain. Okay, it is present in Spain, but this statement is a wrong statement. This is a wrong statement here. Next is Catalonia. It is present in Italy. Basically, Catalonia, it is a part of the Spain. It is part of Spain here. Okay, so here this statement it becomes automatically wrong statement. So here we'll be seeing that the statement 1 and statement 2 they are the correct statement, and the answer here it becomes B, that is only two pairs. Okay, two pairs are correct here. Now we'll be seeing the explanation in the map here. So we can see the Turkey region here. So Turkey region here, it is a Anatolia part. Okay, it is called as Anatolia region. Then we'll be seeing the part of Ethiopia, that is the Amara region. So Amara region, and this is the Ethiopia country. This is the Ethiopia country. Next we'll be seeing the third part, that is the that is the part of this Cabo Delgado. Okay, Cabo Delgado. So we can see here it is present in the part of the Mozambique. It is present in the part of the Mozambique country, and here also we will be seeing that why it was in news, because here there were various kind of attacks which were done by the jihadis. Okay, jihadis insurgents were taking place here. So here data is also given in 2018, 19 and 20. So this region it is affected by the terrorism, basically terrorism. And the fourth part will be seeing that the Catalonia, it is present in the Spain country. It is present in the Spain country. Okay. So here we'll be seeing that the kind of the questions which were asked in the current affairs, there were quite some questions were quite very factual, and some questions they were quite based on the facts and the current affairs part. So after giving a prolonged kind of the analysis into this part, so we can see here the kind of questions they were not quite very difficult, and they were not quite very simple also. So these are the questions which are asked in the part of the current affairs of the UPSC prelims 2022. Okay, so this is set A. So we'll be concluding our lecture tonight here. Okay, thank you very much.